My name is Johnathan Garde, and I am here to rationalize my curriculum choices for my 5th through 8th grade percussion students here in the Dubuque Community School District. I have multiple influences that shape my curriculum to help all students be successful in their endeavors in learning percussion leading up to high school, using a combination of art standards, music ethnography, oral learning, and culturally responsive pedagogy. The skills and concepts that I have chosen to use will help prepare my students for percussion at the high school level. The flexibility in the curriculum will help them achieve the skills and learn the content needed to be successful. Back in 2014, my colleagues and I adapted the National Core Art Standards and changed them to fit our program and our students. This helps me build an overall curriculum that is active, engaging, and an evolving series of interactions and learning and teaching that focuses on the needs of my students and community. To make this work, I have split the curriculum into 10 stages of lessons at the beginning levels, novice and intermediate. This allows multiple options. If students start in 5th grade, they will flow through the curriculum in the first 4 years of instruction to finish it by 8th grade. If they begin late, they will start at novice lesson 1 and work through it at their own pace. This allows flexibility to move through the curriculum at the pace that they need. Some sections may take longer, some quicker as they develop the skills needed. But each month and each year will build on the earlier skills that they are learning. Every student learns differently, and I need to be able to have flexibility to be able to improvise and act on those needs. One of the ways to do this is the use of scaffolding. This will allow me to give temporary support for a student in their lesson when they are learning a task that they have yet to master. This support will start to fade out as the responsibility for the task transfers from me to my students. When we build on that skill, I will add assistance again until that skill is learned, and my assistance will then fade out again each time. For my curriculum to be relevant, I'm choosing to empower my students on repertoire choices. Each year, I will complete a music ethnography survey to arm myself with information that can help me design my instruction procedures and break down the barriers that students have with music in the school, inside of school, and out of school. Most of my students have an interest in popular music, so allowing them to do this will help connect students to their musical environment which they live and continue to appreciate the music they experience both inside and outside of their learning and home environments. There are multiple other factors in my school system that help me lay out my curriculum the way I did, including amount of time with my students, resources for my students, and school infrastructure. I work in multiple buildings teaching kids of diverse cultural backgrounds and school demographics, especially at the elementary level. Each student gets a 15-minute lesson once a week at all levels. With such a small amount of time, it can be difficult to accomplish a lot during the first couple of years of instruction. This is where the flexibility part comes into play, as this allows for us to move at a pace that will work for each student. My future plans for my curriculum include culturally responsive pedagogy. This will allow me to design my instructional strategies of multicultural strengths and make changes when necessary to improve the overall quality of instruction. This will also allow my students to empower their lessons by setting up a dialogic and democratic teaching learning environment where we engage and build upon the musical knowledge that they bring to their lessons. By relating their school music and instrument to their home music, we will help fuel my culturally responsive pedagogy. Putting all of these elements together will help drive the curriculum and put all of the directors on my team in a position that we will be able to have all of our percussion students ready for high school when they all come up together as a group for the first time. This is a vital step for the success of our program to help students reach the goals of our curriculum and have them be best prepared for future endeavors. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this.